Hey guys, it's Samantha here. Well, last video, and I'm sorry about these tears because I'm already emotional. But I had Tristan Leonidas Elizondo, born February 29th at 2:57 in the morning, and he was 8 pounds 4 ounces, 20 inches long. And I want to say thank y'all. Thank you all of you who have been with me through this journey over 4 years ago. For the ones that were with me when we initially first started, many, many years ago, like 11 years ago, after we were married. I thank you all. All the people, all the nurses that had given me advice throughout the years when trying to conceive, for all the doctors that have tried to help. Like, I thank y'all all. Being a mother is amazing. Like, it's wonderful. It's more amazing than I can ever imagine. That I ever imagined. Like, everything was worth it. Every surgery, every pill, every diet, everything was so worth it. Every letdown was so worth it. Him peeing on me already, pooping, farting, spitting up on me. Everything was worth it. Just to have him lay in my arms, sleep in my arms. It was all worth it. And he's asleep right now, but you can see him. He's about to be 2 months on the 29th, and it's going by so fast. Like, so fast. Well, this is how it all happened. Well, I was huge. If you had never seen me, I gained so much weight. Like, and I'm struggling to take it off right now, but I know I just had a baby, but I mean, that's what I lost all that weight for in the first place. Now it's trying to lose it again. But so at the specialist, this is there I had this really ugly specialist, and her name is Dr. McFarlane. If you ever had her, she has the worst bedside manners, like worst. Like, I was all gravy. 30, almost 36 weeks, literally. That week I went to my appointment, and on a Tuesday, and she was like, well, your sugars are still not good, we need you to come in on Friday. And I was like, dude, I can't come in on Friday. Like, my job isn't just a job I can be like, oh, I need to leave, I have a doctor's appointment, or oh, I have a note. No, like, I have no time, I can't just come in on Friday. Like, she's like, well, your baby can die from today to Friday. And I'm like, what the like, really? Like, my blood pressure has never ever been high. Never ever been high throughout my pregnancy, throughout my first pregnancy, throughout my life. Never. So it skyrocketed, literally. And I'm like, thinking in my head, why would you say that? I lost my first baby. I had a miscarriage, the second one. Why would you tell me that? I was so furious. We did the stress test. Everything was fine. I went to my next appointment with my regular OB. But before that, sorry, I started to get off track. So she was like, well, we need you to come in. I'm like, well, I can't. Like, there's no way. I said, she's like, well, if you can come in and just sit in the, like, come through the triage and go, just be monitored after hours. And I'm like, yeah, I could do that. She's like, or you could be admitted. And I was like, okay, I'll be admitted. I was like, but on Saturday before midnight, I'm not going to come in early on Saturday. I have things planned, but I'll come before midnight. She's like, okay, fine. But I was pissed, right? I was so mad, like, freak, like, y'all say he looks good. Y'all say everything looks great with him. His stress tests have always been good. Like, I understand my sugars are a big deal, but, like, that's the whole reason why I go in, like, every week, you know, since I started seeing them. And so I'm like, okay, I'm going to be admitted. They're going to basically monitor my blood sugars for a week. And then the following week, you know, like I would have a C-section. Like it was going to be a plan. So I go to my regular OB after. They check my blood pressure. It was high. Like I don't remember the amount, but I know that it was really high. And she's like, well, and I explained to her, she's like, well, we won't admit you today. She's like, you're probably just still really upset about what she said. And I said, yeah, like, and I broke down in tears. Like, I broke down crying. Like, how can somebody tell you, oh, your baby can die from today till 2 days later? Like, it was, yeah, like, I was just beyond emotional, beyond pissed, like, everything. So I was explaining. She's like, yeah, she already emailed me that you're going to be admitted on Saturday. And I said, yeah. I said, what do you think about that? She's like, no, I think it's a good idea. Let's get your sugars, you know, let's get your sugars under control so you'll be admitted for a week. We'll get your sugars, you know, we'll feed you, we'll monitor your sugars, we'll give you your insulin, everything. She's like, that way when we have your C-section, you know, on March 10th, I believe, it'll be, you know, be better for the baby, right? So I'm like, okay. So in my mind, my baby was gonna have to be in the ICU, the NICU, I'm sorry, in the NICU. So that's what's been in my head since I seen the specialist, that because I'm diabetic, you know, he was gonna have to be in the NICU like after he was born. And they had already prepared me, like, you know, your sugars aren't good, you know. They weren't horrific, to be honest with you, but they weren't to their standards, and I understand that. And I think, you know, I do thank them for monitoring, you know, for doing the job and for caring. Well, the other doctors, Dr. McFarland, if you ever had her, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't had her, I'm sorry. If you cannot, yeah, no. If you get your feelings hurt fast, don't see her. Even at that, even if you don't, she's rude. She is so rude, like beyond rude, ever. Like, no, just, I'll spare you. Don't see Dr. McFarland if you have to see a specialist when you're pregnant. But Dr. Acosta, and he's awesome there. So anyways, so I'm like, okay, well, that sounds like a plan. We're going to be admitted, monitor my sugars, everything. I'm prepared for him to be in the NICU because he's going to be like a sugar baby. His sugars might drop below. They have to monitor him. Okay, got it. I'm prepared. He's going to have to be there more than, you know, 3 days, whatever. I am prepared. So go up on my day. Friday's my birthday, the 28th, and I go to work and everything. And it was a wonderful birthday. My coworkers are amazing. I got a bunch of gifts, beautiful gifts. I got balloons and everything. So I got a crown, my favorite diet sodas that I shouldn't have had, but I had. Throughout my pregnancy, I was pampered. I would have people would just grab my drink and go fill it up, you know, like buy me my favorite snacks. Like, I appreciate my coworkers. Like, I really do. I literally love y'all. Really. They really did take care of me. And yeah, so my birthday, 28th of February. So I go home, right? And I'm like, okay, I'm probably more than likely I was gonna call in the next day, and I had this big old lie, really, and I'll just tell you because it didn't happen. So I'll tell you what we were gonna say. So I was going to lie and say that I had the baby, right, on that Saturday, and that you know, like I couldn't go back. That way I could start getting paid maternity leave, you know, because that's the only way they're going to start paying you is if you had the baby. So I was going to lie, right? Well, I didn't have to lie because literally that night at 11 o'clock p.m. on my birthday, I was laying in bed and all of a sudden I felt the urge to pee. And I'm like, mind you, a few days before that, I accidentally peed myself. I have a foam bed and it's hard getting out, so I really try to close my legs and try to roll out. Like I had to pull myself out, and I accidentally pee a little bit on myself. So I literally thought that I was going to pee myself. So I was like, damn it, Tristan, not again. Like I literally said that. I was like, not again. And I'm holding my legs trying to get out of my bed, right? And as soon as I felt like a pop, right? And I'm like, what the heck is that? And I get out of my bed and like, I feel like I'm peeing. It goes a lot. And I'm like, oh, and I'm really trying to close my legs walking to the bathroom. So I finally get to the bathroom and I pee and I take off my underwear and I'm like, what? And I smelled it, right? That sounds gross, right? TMI. But I smelled it and I was like, this is not pee. It did not smell like pee. And I called my mom crying. I'm like, my water broke. Mind you, my husband went to work that night. He took my truck. I was vehicleless because if I would have had my truck, I would have driven myself to the hospital, to be honest with you. But I cried and I called my mom. She called my tia. And my tia called my grandpa. So my grandpa and my tia came to pick me up and went with me to the hospital. I called my husband a million times, finally got a hold of them. He called me back. I said, go home, change, grab your clothes, don't worry about me, just go get your stuff. But he made it perfect timing that when they started hooking me up and stuff. And I ended up having my C-section at 2:57 in the morning on the 29th of February. My mom made it on time. My best friend Audie was there. My in-laws, my grandpa, my tia, my family was there in the middle of the night. Like it was amazing, and all the visitors I had the next day was so amazing. And we were also on the news because he was born on leap day. Is the second baby born, I believe, on leap day, and so we got to be on the news. And he was healthy. Of course, 24 hours, his sugar struggled, but literally all he needed was more milk. So I could, since I wasn't producing right away, I said, you know what? I don't care. My baby's health is more important. Give him the formula. I wasn't going to stress him out and make his sugars drop because I wanted to breastfeed right away. No. Give him the formula. And the more formula he ate, the sugars got better. And he made it with flying colors. Never had to go to the NICU at all. And I want to thank the staff, the nurses, the meal people at North Central Baptist. That hospital is amazing. And that's where all my babies will be born. And the doctor Tran or whatever his name is, who did my C-section, he did amazing as well. My scar is so thin, you can barely see it. Everything came and worked out perfectly. So yeah, I mean, I'm so blessed that we were able to have him before this pandemic started. It was like about to start. So I'm so happy and I'm so blessed that we were able to have the support of my family and my close friends that were able to be there. And thank you all for all the text and calls. And yeah, so that's everything that's happened. Now he is about to be 2 months. He's drinking like 5 to 6 ounces of milk. He sleeps with me, but that's gonna be stopping pretty soon. I'm gonna be transitioning him to his crib soon. I don't want to, but I will be. And yeah, so I mean, we don't go out really. We've been to the park. He loves the sun. He loves outside. He loves this song that my grandma used to sing to me when I was young. It's called How Much Is That Doggy in the Window? He loves it. It calms him down. And I know my grandma is literally watching over him. I know he talks to my kids and my grandma because he could just be in the corner and he's just smiling. You know, I love everything about being a mom. And I'm so blessed to have each and every one of you in my life, in our lives. For everyone who was there for me throughout the pregnancy, was there for us throughout the pregnancy, I thank you. For everybody who spoiled me during my pregnancy, you know who you are. Thank you. You are all loved beyond words. And my son will love all of you as well. And I can't wait to record his own little journey. I can't wait to post videos of him and his milestones. And right now I'm blessed enough to work from home. I just came back yesterday. I barely got back to working, and I'm lucky enough to work from home and to be with him. And I can't wait to continue with life as a mom. And I love it. I do. And again, like I said, I'll be posting on videos as he gets older. I'm not gonna blow you up. I took so long just to make this one, but someone actually asked me when I was gonna make this video, and I told them, I don't know, I've thought about it. I was procrastinating for the longest time, so, well, I did it. So thank you all again for all your prayers and all your support. And it will be a little while before baby number 2. I decided to go on birth control to let my incision heal. I'm hoping for it to heal up, give it about 6 months. Doctor said a year, minimum 6 months. So I'm on birth control for the first time ever in my life. And I'm just gonna focus on my son, my husband, my health, get back to that, and just focus on my life. But it was lovely talking to all of you. And like I always say, please pray for me and I will pray for you. But this time, not just pray for me, please pray for us. And here's little T. He's a little fatty. But his name is Tristan Leonidas, but I do call him Tris, or I call him T, mainly T. But I can't wait for y'all to see. I'm like so excited to show you his milestones now that he's here. I feel like he's y'all's too. So again, please pray for us. We'll be praying for you. And for those of you who have always wanted to have a child, who is going through what I've been through, don't give up. Like, literally, don't give up. It's hard seeing negative pregnancy tests. It's hard having to do needles. It's hard taking pills. It's hard, and it takes a toll on your marriage. It takes a toll on your health, your mental health. It does. But I promise you, if you keep fighting, you keep it up, you will get your blessing, because I know I did. And my faith has fallen numerous times. I've lost faith so many times. But this little angel right here is proof that God does do miracles, because he is a miracle and he is a blessing. Okay? And another thing, my friend who's been in this same situation, her and her husband did the IUI, and they finally got pregnant, and they just had their baby. So they did the same. They went years trying, and miscarriages and things like that, and they finally got their baby too. So here's to all the rainbow babies. May God bless you all, and till next time, bye.